A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. Another week of football is in the books, so thanks for joining us this evening for what looks to be a great matchup between two solid teams as the Seahawks square off against the Jaguars. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started. Haley is just about ready to kick this one away. This one is handled by White. White takes this one back to the 29. Well, today, John, we'll see two of the best running backs in the league.
I had a chance to talk to these guys before the game, and they were both very, very focused. They both realize that they're going to be measured against each other. I think we're going to see a big game for both of them.
Stay soft, man. Let's go, boys.
Hand it off to the back. Reed comes up to make the play. And he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
Ball on their own 43.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Let's go. All right, now. Defense, get ready.
They give it to the halfback. Walker is there for the tackle at the 47-yard line.
Now they got to keep going at him. They can get that defense tired and on its heels. These games will get longer and bigger as the game goes on.
Second and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Box left. Watch the play. Here I go.
With the carry, Sim comes up to make the play at the 47.
Running the ball consistently is the first step in creating a balanced attack.
On third down, they have to get the ball to the 47-yard line for a first.
Keep moving. We turning it up. I'm coming through, baby. So we gonna take it. Let's go. Get him stopped.
Going for the first on short yardage. Long throw. He made the catch. They convert for the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards.
Let's see what they can do in the red zone.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Do something.
The Seahawks with a four-man front.
Watch your eyes. Get it started. They ain't got nothing.
A little misdirection. Martin is there on the stop. Gain of 4.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Watch the run. Let's go. Clear.
He gets the carry. Great fake. Pressure coming. With the throw. Grabs the off-target pass. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
It's first and goal at the 3.
Let's do our thing. Play hard and fast, baby. Let's go.
Pump fakes with the pass. Touchdown, Jaguars.
The receiver just picked his way through the coverage, finding a little room, and he threw a strike to him for the score.
Holt comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. Perfect way to start this one off as they move the ball down the field for the touchdown.
They came out with a plan on offense and executed it to perfection.
Jacksonville is lined up for the kickoff. Harris back to
From the 3-yard line. It appears they've gotten someone for holding on the play.
On the receiving team, number 51.
The team has to show discipline and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
First and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
You give it to the halfback. Donaldson is there for the tackle at the 24-yard line. Barnes got the call on the draw, 6-yard pickup.
Second and 4. Ball on the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars come out in a dime package. To carry it, Jackson is there on the stop at the 30-yard line.
That was a good job by the back who just saw the hole, and boom, he hit it right in there for a few yards, and he got the chain gang moving.
First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Jacksonville lines up in a 4-3.
Hey, let's go. We turning it up. Hey, watch the ball.
With a counterplay, Fernandez is there for the tackle at the 28-yard line.
When you get penetration like that, it's very hard for the offense to get positive yardage.
Second and 11. Ball on the 28-yard line.
All right, now. We like to practice rules.
The Jaguars line up in a 4-3.
Clear.
On the delay, Johnson comes up to make the play at the 31-yard line. Barnes picks up a couple on the delayed handoff. Ball on their own 31.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
We're talking about Green.
Jacksonville with 6 defensive backs.
Let's go.
It's rid of it, and he makes the grade. Samuel is there on the stop at the 44. He's normally the guy they look to when they need a first down. Great catch by Monroe.
Yeah, and why they go to this guy is because of his hands. His hands are as good as I've seen throughout the league.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Watch the play.
Jacksonville comes out in a 4-3.
Get some slack going. Bring it up. Get it
To
up.
carry it, Samuel comes up to make the play at the 48. Barnes picks up some tough yards there. Ball at about midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby.
He gets the count. Johnson is there for the tackle at the 49-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Eighth play of this drive. Ball right around midfield. The Jaguars come out in a nickel package. Gets the pass off. Ooh, nearly picked off.
Pass interference on the defense, number 39.
The defense gets hit with a penalty that'll give them a first down after it should have been a fourth down. And this is the eighth play of this drive. Mack with split backs. Pressure with the throw. Incomplete. The defense was coming after him on that play.
He knew he didn't have much time, and he decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
Ninth play of this drive.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Throws it. The wide receiver has it. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Seattle.
I'll tell you, this is nice work by both the quarterback and the receiver in this play. Watch it here. He reads the coverage, looks for the best option, and then throws it to him.
The point after is good.
No matter what kind of field position you start with, as an offensive player, you got to be thinking touchdown. These guys kept their eye on the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they were looking for.
Haley in to kick this one off.
White back to return.
From the 8-yard line.
Kickoff return 13 yards.
The defense gave up a touchdown last time. Ball on their own 21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, let's go.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front.
No more, fella. Good shoot.
Throwing. And it's complete. When you think about guys with great hands, he's very close to the top, John.
I'll tell you what, he does a great job of using his hands and not letting the ball get into his body. He's worked very hard to improve his pass catching, and I think he's become one of the best out there.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
We're talking about Green.
The Seahawks line up in a 4-3. Going to the right. Slips the tackle. Mark is there on the stop.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Do something.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front.
Here we go. Regular.
Dropping back, under pressure, throws it, complete to the wide receiver, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The extra point attempt is good.
Give some credit to that big offensive line. Those guys are working hard out there, and it's showing on drives like that.
Holt comes in to kick off.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Harris back to return.
From the 3.
They don't want to fall out of contention early, so they'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. All right, here we go.
Jacksonville using 3 linebackers. With a counter play. Samuels comes up to make the play.
On the run.
Barnes.
Gain
Very
of
little
2
help up
on
front.
the play.
Maybe a yard or 2 on the play. Ball on their own 29.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Let's go, boys.
Only one man in the backfield. Gets the toss to the right. Spins away from the tackle.
I tell you, the quickest way down the field is straight ahead. Going outside, dancing around and all that stuff, that's not going to help you move the ball.
Ball on their own 27.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Out of the I formation. Dropping back. Closing in. This pass is incomplete. Good push by the defensive line, forcing the incomplete pass.
He hung in there, but he didn't really have the time that he needed to make the play. The quarterback has to know who his outlet guy is and get the ball to him when he feels that pressure coming.
Number 5 will come in now to punt it away. White looks like he's ready for the return. From the 35.
36-yard punt. Return for a gain of 2 yards.
Ball on their own 37.
At the 37-yard line. First and 10.
Hold the look.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. It's a fumble. The Seahawks pick it up. The veteran lineman saw the loose ball and pounced on it.
Yeah, you better believe it. He's still got some big playability in that body.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
We're talking about green. Stay both now.
Jacksonville lines up in a 4-3.
You gotta have it, D. Bring it up. Bring it up.
Fullback handoff. They brought to the ground. Richards comes up to make the play at the 32-yard line. I like how this big guy can run with the football.
Yeah, and this fullback can do more than just get out there and lead block. Give him the ball and watch him rumble.
It's second down and 3 to go.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
One back.
Only one man back. Mack with a man in motion.
Rush in.
Steps up with the throw, and he hits his target. God, he has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
That makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defenders less time to react.
First and 10.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. So we gonna take it.
So they're inside the 20, need to get a touchdown.
Let's go.
Looking for room. They're going to spot this one at the 18-yard line. It's 3 tackles so far for him today. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today.
Second and 8. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Here we go. It's on. Stay at home. Hey, let's go. Let's go, boys.
Hand it off to the back. Can't pull him down. Tillman comes up to make the play. Short gain, big hit by the defensive end. Here is a 3rd and long situation.
18-yard line.
Jacksonville comes out in their nickel package. With the pass, they're going to spot this one at the 6. So that tackle was his 3rd. Jensen comes up with the big catch on 3rd down.
He made a great move right at the line of scrimmage to give him that little bit of separation he needed.
So at the end of 1, the score is 14-7. Jaguars.
14, the Seahawks. 7.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. It's first and goal at the 6-yard line.
There we go. What screen?
The Seahawks line up in trips bunch. They give it to the halfback. They're going to spot this one at the 1-yard line. That's the 4th stop he's made today. The ball almost on the goal line, less than a yard away.
Stay soft, man. Watch your eyes.
Barnes is the deep back, and they'll score. Touchdown.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
The point after is good. They were set up with good field position and were able to make the most of it by getting the touchdown.
It's never a good thing for your defense when they come out onto the field and they start in their own territory. They couldn't get the job done there.
Haley looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
White back to return.
From the 7-yard line. White returns this one to the 19.
White on the return.
Ball on their own 19.
Will start the drive at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Gets the pass off. Diggs comes up to make the play. Johnny has great touch.
Now you say, what's his strength? What does he do best? Well, you can see it right there. It's his accuracy that puts this guy on a whole nother level.
Ball on their own 36.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
All right, let's go. Watch the play.
Bennett, the lone back,
Get some slack going.
tucks it away. Reed is there on the stop at the 36-yard line. Trying to find something in the middle. Nothing open.
I'll tell you, the guys up front got outworked on that one. They got knocked off the line and they never recovered.
Ball on their own 36.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Bennett, the deep man, setting up play action on the run. Almost intercepted. Griffiths was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Harris had the coverage on the play.
Third and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Deep throw. It's caught, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Page adds to his total with that catch and is now over 100 yards. So they have first and 10 here.
On the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Toss play to the left. Stiff arms the defender to the ground. Bennett pushing his way through the would-be tacklers. He picks up solid yardage.
First and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line.
From the start, from the start.
The last time they were down here, they scored a touchdown.
All right, here we go.
On the call, fakes the handoff, throws to the end zone. On the sideline and out of bounds. He couldn't get his feet down in the end zone.
That's just a case of him not knowing where he was. He has to be able to drag his toes there and come up with a score.
Second and 10. Ball on the 13-yard
go, baby.
Only one man in the backfield. Miles comes in motion.
We turning it up.
The blitz is on. Soft lob to the end zone.
And this is an incredible play by the defender. You know, he didn't look like he would be there in time, but he jumped over the top of everyone, and he got his hand on it to knock it away.
Under 10. Get these right here. Don't be fooled now. Hey, watch the ball. Everything you got. Back
Goes
deep.
to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
This is a good play by the offense in the red zone. The wide receiver is going to break away right here and come up with a catch and the touchdown.
The point answer is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Holt will be kicking
Is
off.
lined up for the kickoff. Harris back to return.
Good kick, should be returnable. From the 6. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series.
Harris on the return. Seattle will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Play hard and fast, baby. All right, now.
Pressure coming with the pass. The pass comes in low, but he has it. And he steps out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Barnes gets the reception, but it's only about a 2-yard pickup. Ball on their own 23.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Watch out.
Nickelback in this time. With the throw, complete to the wide receiver. Buckley is there on the stop at the 34-yard line. The defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback got rid of it quickly for a completion and a first down.
That was a great play because he saw him coming, remained calm, and threw an accurate pass.
Ball on their own 34. The defense lines up in the nickel. They'll go with a play fake. Throwing. Johnson is there for the tackle at the 43. Number 84. Didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
Second and a deuce.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on. There we go, D.
They'll go from the I formation to carry it. A little shake and bake. The 40. The 30. The back breaks free. The 10. He gets all the way in for the touchdown.
Take a look at this run. He gets to the open field, puts on a heck of a move, and it's off to the races. They didn't have an angle on him. He was gone.
The point after is good.
The offense kept taking and taking, and the defense kept giving and giving till they finally got the touchdown.
Haley in to kick this one off.
White back to return.
This one is taken by White. They couldn't stop them from getting into the end zone the last time out. Ball on their own 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Clear! Clear! Let's go!
The Seahawks line up in a 4-3.
You can't stop me.
Aimed it off to the back, setting up play action, throws it. The pass ball's incomplete. Obviously not what he was looking
The
for.
intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. All right, here we go.
The Seahawks with a four-man front.
Watch the play.
Hand it off. Walker comes up to make the play at the 26. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Watch each other back. Slot.
The Jaguars line up in a 5-receiver set this
Let's
time.
go, D. Let's go. Get it up.
Throwing. Knocked down at the line. White ran the short pattern but couldn't hold it in. Clinton with the coverage. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 37-yard line. The
1st and 10.
Will start the drive at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Jaguars with a 4-man front. They give it to the halfback. Johnson is there for the tackle at the 38. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Ball on their own 38.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Under 10.
The Jaguars come out in a 4-3.
There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Little misdirection. Sharp stifle. Madison comes up to make the play at the 49. Barnes fighting for yardage that time. He's able to reel off a nice gain. Ball on their own 49.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Deuce it.
The Jaguars line up in a 4-3.
Stay both left.
Hand it off to the back. Great fake. Gets the pass off, and it's complete. The 30. Samuels is there for the tackle.
First down.
Long pass, long gain after the catch. They did everything but score on that one.
First and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
The last time they were inside the 20, they got a touchdown out of it. On the carry. Donaldson is there on the stop at the 10. So that play goes for about 6. They need 10 for a score.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Come on. We're talking about bring it. Keep moving.
The Jaguars come out with one linebacker and several defensive backs. This one falls incomplete. Number 84 looks to be shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball.
The Jaguars with a 4-man front.
Let's go.
Little misdirection. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown. Two men had a chance to get him before he waltzed in for 6.
That could have been a big defensive play, but instead it was another example of a missed opportunity.
Haley comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. Now they've put it together offensively with 14 unanswered points.
They have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Scoring runs like this aren't all that unusual for them.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. White back deep.
Sends it sailing. This one is taken by White. The offense takes over after they were 3 and out on their last possession. Ball on their own 32.
The drive at the 32-yard line. First and 10.
Nothing. They don't get nothing.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Wall comes up to make the play at the 35-yard line.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry, but there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
Second and 7. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Watch a man. Here comes.
Handed off to the back. Missed tackle. Walker is there for the tackle at the 41. And it busted through for a few tough yards. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
41-yard line.
Let's stop right here. Let us get
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Fakes the handoff. Gets his hand on it.
It was almost like the defenders were in the huddle on that series. They hit a roadblock with everything they tried.
Johnson comes into the game for the punt. Harris sets up, waiting for the punt. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 16-yard line.
Number 84 returns from being injured. Nickelback in this time. Hand it off. Fumble. The Seahawks scoop it up. They got that one back.
First
2
and
minutes
10.
to go.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Ain't no thing. Let's turn it up, D.
They'll go from the I formation. Matt with a man in motion.
Turn it up now.
Looking upfield. Richard comes up to make the play at the 30.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Ball on their own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Be careful.
The Jaguars come out in a nickel package. This one falls incomplete. Can't complete the short pass attempt, so they'll have a 3rd down now.
Third and 8. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Make him go short. All day, baby. Come on.
Nickelback in this time.
What you got for me? Flatter.
Pressure with the pass. The pass falls incomplete. They dropped additional people into the secondary, but still generated an excellent pass rush.
And that gives you a lot of flexibility calling your defense. If the guys up front are good at creating pressure, then you don't have to blitz as often, giving you the ability to double cover an opponent's best receiver.
White lines up deep for the punt return. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll
First
take
and
over
10.
at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Don't make a play. They ain't got nothing.
The Seahawks with a four-man front. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. It'll be second down after they fail to hook up on that one.
On the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Bennett, the lone back.
In and out. Campbell.
Under pressure. Throws it. Knocked away. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team. With the pass.
Good defense and 3-and-out series are the way to keep your defense fresh and rested.
So the officials are calling for time, and I think it's because they want to review it.
And since we're in the last 2 minutes, that's a call that came down from the booth.
Now, it looks like he came down with it. The official will have to decide, though. And, John, what do you think? Was he in bounds?
I think he was, but remember, to reverse it, the referee has to have clear visual evidence.
The player was inbounds when he caught the pass. It is a completed pass.
It was unclear initially why they called for a review, but now we understand the reason.
Yeah, it's important to get the calls right at this point of the game.
Ball on their own 36. The Seahawks with a four-man front. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He was in the right place at the right time, and that saved them from giving up a lot of yardage.
The defense needs to remember not to play too soft and give up big gains underneath. But they also don't want to play too tight and end up giving up a big play to set them up in scoring position.
The Jaguars line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Blitz is coming. Fires this one deep. This one falls incomplete. Hail Mary pass, but it falls harmlessly to the turf.
Third and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Contain him.
Number 5 with a man in motion.
Make him go short.
Throwing. And this pass is completed. He gets the pass to his receiver, who will come up just short of the first down.
You're never sure why a quarterback chooses that pass instead of one deeper downfield on that third down situation.
Johnson is ready to punt this one away. Harris is back to receive this kick. He signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 12-yard line.
So they have first and 10 here.
On the 12-yard line.
Keep the throttle down.
They line up in the I formation.
Hey, let's go one deep.
They give it to the halfback. This one will be spotted at the 19. He was right there once again and recorded his 8th tackle. Ball on their own 19.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Matt starts out of the shotgun.
Yes, on. What screen? Let's run. Let's go. All day, baby. Come on. Turn it up now.
Going into halftime, the score is 28-21. Seahawks.
28. Jacksonville, 21. We're ready to begin the third quarter of play.
Holt is just about ready to kick this one away. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 10-yard line. Seattle can take complete control of this game if they can get this one into the end zone.
The Seahawks will start the drive at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jacksonville using 3 linebackers. Gets rid of it. Donaldson comes up to make the play at the 37. John, he's proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Hold the look.
Jacksonville lines up in a 4-3.
Let's go, T. Let's go.
With the pass. Jumps, and he has it. Madison is there for the tackle. They throw it and pick up a second consecutive first down.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop you.
Ball right around midfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Jaguars come out in a 4-3.
Don't make a play. What's the play?
Receives the handoff. Number 91 is there on the stop at the 48-yard line. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Jacksonville goes with a 4-man front. With a counterplay. Fernandez is there for the tackle at the 48. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here.
48-yard line.
Don't be fooled now. Everything you got.
Jacksonville comes out with 7 in the secondary.
Keep moving.
Dropping back. Closing in. Throws it. Gets his hand on it.
He has a knack for making a big play. That was another one right there.
Jones was his intended target. Number 5 will come in now to punt it away. White back to return. From the 14.
37-yard punt, returned for a gain of 4 yards.
First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. Now that's a stiff arm. Martin comes up to make the play at the 25.
He's got everything you look for in a running back. Move, speed, power. I'll tell you, this guy is a complete package.
Second and 4. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Here we come.
The Seahawks line up in a 4-3. Looking for room. Nice play fake. Gets the pass off. The pass falls incomplete. Miles was the intended receiver on that play.
Intended receiver on the play. Third and 4. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Watch in. Regular.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3.
Let's go. Keep good.
Hand off to the tailback. Sim makes the stop before the first down is reached. They can't get the first down on that running play, and since they're not in field goal range, we should see the punt unit. Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3-and-out. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 34-yard line.
Ball on their own 34.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Let's go, D. Hey.
The Jaguars line up in a 4-3. Donaldson is there on the stop at the 35. Barnes takes it up the middle for a yard or two. Second and 9.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Solo. Watch your man.
Mack looking to pass, lines up with 5 wide receivers. Pump faking with the pass. Drops the interception. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion.
On the play. Third and 9. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. What's the hard count?
They've done very well on third down to this point. Gets the pass off. Incomplete.
The defense dug in their cleats and held their ground on that series of downs.
Receiver on the play.
Number 5 comes into the game for the punt. White is the deep return man. He's waving for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 20-yard line.
Ball on their own 20.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go.
Only one man back. Hand off to the tailback. Clint is there for the tackle at the 21-yard line.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Ball on their own 21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
All go special. What's all go special? Here we go.
Throws it. This pass is incomplete. He won the battle at the line of scrimmage and forced a bad throw.
Every quarterback needs a little time to look over the field. There we saw a defense who wasn't given any time at all.
Third and 9. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Defense, get ready.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front.
Blue down.
With the pass. Incomplete.
When you talk about ball control and time of possession, that's not what you want to see.
Johnson is ready to punt this one away. Harris sets up to run back the punt. Fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 41-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
You turning it up.
Jacksonville using 3 linebackers. Jackson is there for the tackle at the 47. Barnes has been clearly a big part in their offensive plan, now has over 125 yards rushing. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Stay both left.
Crosses it out to the right. Fernandez comes up to make the play at the 46-yard line.
They went the wrong way on that one. Maybe they should stick to running between the tackles because this defense has a lot of speed. They can chase down those runs to the outside.
So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down. The Jaguars with a 4-man front, and they go with the delay. Not getting the first down, that will probably bring out the punter. For the 5th time tonight, the coach sends in the punting unit. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
I can do it, man. Get it up. Let's go.
8 defenders in the box on this one. Pressure coming. Long throw. This pass is incomplete. Good defense that time, and it saves them from giving up a big play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Watch it.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. Pressure.
Switching to a 3-step drop might be a pretty good idea. He has to find a way to get that ball out of there a little more quickly.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the set. The defense lines up in the nickel. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Reed makes the stop, and they'll be short of the marker. The pass is caught, but just shy of the first down.
That was perfect defense. They allowed the catch, but they were there to make the tackle.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. From the 34-yard line.
35-yard punt. Return for a gain of 1 yard.
Ball on their own 36.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Keep the throttle down. Get it off.
Jacksonville comes out in their nickel package. Fernandez is there for the tackle at the 40-yard line. Barnes, he's showing no signs of slowing down as that gain puts him over 125 yards. Ball on their own 40.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you see me. Lucky, lucky. Let's go now.
Jacksonville comes out in a 4-3. Throws it, almost picked off. Richards was there on the coverage.
Lewis, the intended receiver, on the play. Third and 7. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Come on. One back. Let's go, D.
Jacksonville looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime.
Hey, let's go.
Dropping back. With the throw. Buckley is there on the stop at the 34. He brings it in for a big gain.
Almost every wide receiver gets better at running routes as they get older. and this guy's no exception.
First and 10.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Watch out. All right, here we go.
Jacksonville goes with a four-man front.
Keep moving.
Hand it off. Can't bring him down. Fernandez is there for the tackle at the 32-yard line.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cut, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Turn it up now. Come on. Do this.
Donaldson comes up to make the play at the 23-yard line. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
So they have first and 10
Ball
here.
on the 23-yard line.
Watch the snap down.
Out of the I formation. He gets the handoff on the delay. They're going to spot this one at the 23. He's now tackled the ball carrier 9 times.
Second and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Jacksonville lines up in a 4-3.
Let's go. Hey, watch that screen.
Blitz is coming. Under pressure. Gets the pass off. And he makes the grab. Touchdown, Seattle. Jensen gets his second touchdown catch of the game. Haley comes in for the extra point. The point after is good.
The thing that most impressed me about that last drive was the offensive line. A strong offensive line is the first and most important component to an effective offense.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. White back to return.
From the 8-yard line. Slips the tackle.
Been a rough start to this game, but they still have enough time to turn it around.
First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 29-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, let's go.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3.
Let's go, boys.
They give it to the halfback. Diggs comes up to make the play at the 36-yard line.
They've done a pretty good job moving the ball in the ground.
Second and 3. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Number 5 with a man in motion.
Get me going. You gotta believe it.
Hand it off. Setting up play action. Throws it. Clint is there for the tackle. And it's good for a first down. We've completed 3/4 of play, and the score is 35-21. Seahawks.
Jacksonville, 21.
The Jaguars have a ball and a 2-touchdown deficit to overcome to start this final period. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Reed gets right in there and brings him down. Probed the middle, but was turned away.
They have two pretty good run stoppers in the middle of that line. And they can cause some plays like that.
It's second down and a long way to go.
On the 48-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Here we go,
The
baby.
Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. Right on target to the wide receiver.
Watch this hit. He gets his helmet right under his chin, and wham, he takes him straight to the turf.
So after that nice catch and run, here's a look at his stats.
Hold it, baby. Hold it. Let's go, D. Let's go now. I'm coming through, baby.
Going for the first on short yardage. Throwing. And it's caught. The 30. The 20. They're going to spot this one at the 12. That's a half dozen tackles now.
This is a guy who comes to play, and he seems to make big catches when they really need him. This time they needed to convert on third down, and he's there for the reception and the first down.
From the start. Clear.
On the carry. Play action. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. White makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
This drive's 9 yards away from a touchdown.
9-yard line.
Deuce it. You gotta have it, D. Hey.
Bennett, the lone setback. With the throw. Incomplete. Higgins was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Receiver on the play.
And this is the 8th play of this drive.
9-yard line.
Let's go. Play 2 quarters. Let's go. Watch each other back.
To the end zone. Picked off in the end zone.
And this is an incredible play by the defender. You know, he didn't look like he would be there in time, but he jumped over the top of everyone, and he got his hand on it to knock it away.
No more, fellas. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Come on. All right, let's go.
He gets the catch. Throwing. Incomplete pass. That ball did not have enough on it. Number 84 was his intended target.
Second and 10. Ball on the 9-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. We're talking about green. Watch this.
The Seahawks come out in the bunch formation. Hand it off to the back. He loses it. The Seahawks pick it up. So the bounce goes the offense's way. It's third down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
Ain't no thing. You can't stop me.
Jacksonville looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Gets the pass off. It was tipped. Plenty of pressure, and he barely gets the pass away.
This defensive coordinator understands that pressure is the key to forcing the offense into making mistakes. If his players keep playing like this, he might be up for a head coaching job pretty soon.
Number 5 will come in now to punt it away. White into return. From the 48-yard line.
This is where all your guys on offense have to step up and make plays. Time's running out, and they're facing a pretty large deficit. So this is where you're going to have to try and execute and come up with a little luck maybe.
They'll
First
take
and
over
10.
at the 50-yard line. First and 10.
Yeah, you see me. Watch the foot. Let's go, B. Let's go.
He hands it off. Martin is there for the tackle.
Hey, if you can keep running the ball in the fourth quarter as you're playing catch-up, that's an advantage that you have over the defense because it keeps them off balance.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Let us dictate. Get some sweat going. Get it started.
Hand it off to the back. The defender goes down. Wall comes up to make the play. Bennett running hard, going right through the arm tackles. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Too deep. Play hard.
Defense lines up in the nickel. Throws it. And he held on. That would have been a very big game.
The intended receiver on the play. Third and 3. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Come on.
From the gun. Getting some air under this one, looking for his man deep. The pass falls incomplete. White was the intended receiver on that play. Flint had the coverage on the play.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Hey. Not today. Here I go. Keep it up. What's screen?
Hand off to the tailback. Wall is there for the tackle at the 32. They failed to get the first and turn it over on downs.
At this point in the game, they need a big play. Sometimes high risk equals high reward. They might try a different play next time.
It's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line. First and 10.
The Jaguars with a four-man front.
All on us, y'all. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
They give it to the halfback. Donaldson comes up to make the play at the 39. Pickup of about 8.
On the play. Second and 2. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Under 10. Watch the snap down.
They'll go from the I formation.
It's on.
Closing in. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Johnson is there on the stop at the 47-yard line. Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. Ball on their own 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Jacksonville comes out in their nickel package. Bennett is there for the tackle at the 47.
He's dominated out there in this one. He told me this week at practice that he was going to have a big game, and he's really shown us that big playability.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby.
Barnes in the backfield. They give it to the halfback. Gets the pass off. It's batted away.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern, but he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
Third and 4. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Danny.
Jacksonville goes with a four-man front. Gets rid of it. Receiver running and breaks free. Fine. Touchdown. Seahawks. He does a terrific job of maneuvering his way through the secondary and all the way to the end zone. Haley comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. They go up by 3 touchdowns after getting that one into the end zone.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. White back deep to
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 9-yard line.
They need one quick score and then some more.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Get it started. All day, baby.
Nickelback in this time.
We're going to take it.
Hands it off. Play action. Throwing. He was tipped.
Great position and great reaction made that play happen.
Harris with the coverage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Keep the throttle down.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front. With the throw, it's broken up. And good pressure forced him to get rid of the pass early.
Any way you look at it, an incomplete pass is a heck of a lot better than throwing it to the other guy.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions.
It's too much for him. This too easy.
The Seahawks come out in a dime package. Dropping back. Gets the pass off. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. He's on the money again, and that touchdown pass gives him 4. Holt comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. The Jaguars have just made it a 2-score game.
This team can put up some points, but this might be a little too deep a hole.
They have to get the ball back quickly, so they're going to try the onside kick. Onside kick. Seattle recovers the onside kick, and he is bumped out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The backs are lined up in an I. Jensen, the motion man.
Keep moving.
Tucks it away. Number 91 comes up to make the play at the 44-yard line. Barnes manages a yard or 2 on the delay play. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Yeah, you see me. All right, here we go. Watch out.
The Jaguars with a 4-man front.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Hand it off. Number 91 is there for the tackle. Barnes takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. Third down play. They have to get it to the 35-yard line for a new first. Only one man in the backfield. Pressure coming with the pass, and he makes the grab. It's usually a good call to throw it in his direction, John.
Yeah, he's got some of the best hands in the league. He'll catch just about anything he can get to. I think he's most effective when they really need to catch. Third down, things like that. That's when he really shines out there.
It's showtime, baby. Hey, let's go.
Out of the I formation.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, baby.
Little misdirection. Pollard comes up to make the play at the 23.
They've done a good job moving the ball on the ground, and you can give most of the credit to that big offensive line. They've controlled the line of scrimmage from the very start.
2nd and 5 coming up here.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Get it, son. Hold the look.
Number 34 lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Hey, let's go.
Hand off to the tailback. Richard is there on the stop at the 16-yard line. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
2-minute warning coming
Ball
up.
on the 16-yard line.
Watch it.
Jacksonville comes out in a 4-3.
You gotta believe it all day. What screen?
Toss play to the right. Samuel records the tackle at the 11-yard line. Number 34 back to the outside quickly and picked up 5.
Second
11 yards to the end zone.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
Don't make a play.
Barnes, the deep back, going to the left. Buckley is there for the tackle at the 6.
You got to give a lot of credit to the big offensive line. They do a great job of firing off the ball, getting into their blocks very quickly. When you can tie up the defenders at the line, it opens things up to the outside.
It's first and goal at the 6-yard line.
This on. Here we go.
Hand off to the tailback. Keeps his feet moving. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You're going to see what happened here. This is a bruising run. He gets it, and boom, he pounds his way in for the score.
The extra point attempt is good. The Seahawks are now well positioned for a victory with virtually no time left for 3 scoring drives.
Yeah, the defense really needed to force a punt there. They couldn't get it done. This one is over.
Bailey will be kicking
Lined
off.
up for the kickoff. White back to return.
This one is fielded by White. The Jaguars have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 20-yard line. Ball on their own 20.
Will start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Keep it up.
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Comes up with it. Sims comes up to make the play. At the 29, they'll go with a hurry-up offense.
Here we go. All on us, y'all. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
He's got great recovery speed, and he can catch up to the ball even if he's caught out of position. That time he was right there in the secondary to tip the ball away.
Brown was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Watch your eyes. Hey, let's go.
Going for the first on short yardage. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Clinton is there on the stop at the 36-yard line. He's rushing the offense back to the line.
Get it up.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure with the throw. This one falls incomplete, and they have to go to the areas they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Under 10, 10. Come on.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3.
They don't get nothing. Hold the look.
Dropping back. Throwing. Wall comes up to make the play. At the 44-yard line. They'll head right back to the line.
Watch each other back.
Throws it. And it's caught. Mitchell is there on the stop at the 34-yard line. They're going to go with a no huddle. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. They'll spot this one at the 15. He's in on that stop. It's credited with tackle number 6. Let's see how this defense handles the no huddle. They'll pass on first down. Throwing. He can't stay inbounds.
I think the quarterback just let that one get away.
Lewis was his intended target.
Okay, they got to keep throwing downfield to move the chain while keeping the clock movement to a minimum.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you see me.
Lobs one into the end zone. He was tipped.
And there's not one wide receiver who can ever claim he's never dropped a pass. It's just part of the game.
This is the 10th play of this drive.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Turn over, turn over, turn over. All right, let's go.
Under pressure, throws it. This one falls incomplete. So he tries getting the ball to his receiver in the end zone, but it's off the mark, and now 4th down. Difficult situation here, but not much else they can do but go for it. With the pass, right on target to the wide receiver. And they can't convert on 4th down, John. I'd say the game is over right now.
Yeah, this game has been a lopsided affair. That play summed up their problems throughout the last 3 quarters.
Deep in their own territory.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here we go.
I'm coming through, baby.
They give it to the halfback. The defender goes down. Samuel is there on the stop at the 17-yard line. Barnes kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Ball on their own 17.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Here we come. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We like to practice rules. Nothing.
That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Seattle 49, Jackson 28.
28.
This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.